Hi Samantha, Richard here with Weapons of Choice. Let's open up one of these and see if I can answer your questions. First, you'll notice that on the side, there's one side which has a metal plate on it with two bolts. The other side is relatively smooth. So those two screws or bolts, however they're made, can be removed. And you notice that I didn't do it too tightly. I never do on these. I don't want them to press against the revolver. And then once those screws are removed, the plate just comes off to the side, exposing the NEF, which is floating in place on two pegs. And then that NEF starter pistol can just slip in and slip out from there. Again, keeping it very loose, nothing to get in the way of that revolving cylinder. To load the gun itself, press that little release tab, which pulls out the retaining pin, dropping out the cylinder. The little release button is spring-loaded. That's important later. Fill in all the spots with the blanks. I always fill every spot every time. Put it back in, and then you'll have to press that little release button again to slide the access pin in and make sure that the button pops up. That's really important. If the button doesn't pop up in place, that means that the retaining pin hasn't locked, and you might lose it, and you'll get some misfires too. As far as venting the gun, the NEF itself is block-barreled, so the blast goes off to the sides at kind of an angle, so it forms like a cone away from that space to either side, so half of the blast on either side. Once the revolver is inside the replica, well, you've got a reduced angle on the side, so it's more coming straight off of the side, but the other half of the blast stays inside, some of it coming straight down in front of the trigger. So some of the actors might feel some of that, so they probably should wear gloves. When you're ready to reassemble everything, just drop it in place. Notice that the peg near the mainspring could get in the way, so if you accidentally place it along line of the mainspring, the gun won't work, so make sure the peg goes just on the other side of it. Put the plate back on, screw the bolts on, and you are ready to go.